said, boy, keep walking, I learned that. On the rough dirt road, flat tire in the county rain, and a sack full of bills I owed. I got knocked down in the barroom green, got laughed at, then I laughed too. Cause a busted face and a broke down plan still ain't the end of you. I took the hit, I took it twice, kept my chin up, paid the price. If I fall again, I'll fall with pride. Got a wild little flame way down inside. Boots and bruises, still I rise. Boots and bruises, smile through the bite. Every scar I wore, built this life. Boots and bruises, still I rise. Still I rise. Still I rise. Worked double shifts at a county store, punched out tired, hands all sore. Truck door hanging by one hinge, but I kept hauling more and more. Lost loved ones in a summer storm, watched that goodbye fade away. I sang to the moon from a hayfield edge and woke up anyway. I took the hit, I took it twice, kept my chin up, paid the price. If I fall again, I fall with pride. Got a wild little flame way down inside. Boots and bruises, still I rise. Boots and bruises, smile through the bite. Every scar I wore, built this life. Boots and bruises, still I rise. Still I rise. Yeah. Now the same folks stare at my name like it always had gold in it. They don't see the nights I bled or the miles I nearly quit. But I kept that grin on my face when the world swung low and mean. Cause the hardest road I ever rode turned out to be the dream. Boots and bruises, still I rise. Boots and bruises, smile through the bite. Every scar I wore, built this life. Boots and bruises, still I rise. Boots and bruises, now I shine. Boots and bruises, paid the price. All that hurt, let me ride. Boots and bruises, this is mine. Still I rise. Still I rise.
You're watching the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite pod mob stars.
All right, guys, please click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Microphone check. Shady Mob in the zone, King N.P.V. Alex sitting on the throne, dropping gems on the mic. Entertainment dissected, movies, TV, culture, fully connected. From the silver screen to the block, we decode the plots. Every twist, every turn, we connect the dots. Pot airs with the bounce, flow rugged and raw. Tune in, turn it up, let the knowledge withdraw. Shady Mob, Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits. Popcorn kernels popping, Hollywood exposed. From the indie hits to the billion-dollar shows. Angela with the deep cuts, King bring the vibe. We dissect the script, watch the secrets collide. Flick sharper than the blade, TV sharper than the wit. Spin the reel, press play. We never quit, Shady Mob in your ear. We keep the pace from the shadows. We rise, entertainment we embrace. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits.
Hello and welcome everybody to the latest episode of the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite hosts, Double A, your boy himself, King N.P.V. Here joined today by director, writer, producer, and author Edward Amaral. How are you doing, boss?
Doing fantastic, brother.
Doing fantastic.
I'm excited to be here.
Ooh, thank you for coming back. This is the second time, technically third time if we include the Giant of Kandahar interview that we did with the entire cast and crew, almost. That's coming out soon. How you been, brother?
Very busy, man. And post-production hell of Giant Kandahar, that movie is coming along absolutely fantastic. It's 10, 12 times, 20 times better than I ever imagined it could be. I just finished the second half of the film, like the most difficult part of post-production of that film. And now it's just like, okay, everything's downhill from here, right? So now I just got to go to the beginning, like our first scene where we have all of the blue screens in there, and I gotta just drop in those backgrounds, do some tracking, finish up a little bit of audio, and we're good, man. We'll be delivering sometime mid-September.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Awesome. That's good to hear. We can't wait to see the film come out, man.
I can't wait. I really want to watch it, honestly. The hype is building.
Yeah, it's anticipation is building for a lot of people, which is good. That's what you want.
No, it really is.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're going to actually take a quick intermission here, but first, Double A, when we come back, I'll ask you how you're doing, because I need to fix an audio issue on your end. So, guys, listen to this track. I think it's Forever in the Moonlight, created by Double A. We'll be right back after this.
Still I ride. Still I ride. Mama said, boy, keep walking, I learned that on the rough dirt road. Flat tire in the county rain and a sack full of bills I owed. I got knocked down in the barroom green, got laughed at, then I laughed too, cause a busted face and a broke down plan still ain't the end of you. I took the hit, I took it twice, kept my chin up, paid the price. If I fall again, I'll fall with pride. Got a wild little flame way down inside, boots and bruises. Still I rise, boots and bruises. Smile through the bite. Every scar I wore built this life. Boots and bruises. Still I rise, still I rise, still I rise. Worked double shifts at a county store, punched out tired, hands all sore. Truck door hanging by one hinge, but I kept hauling more and more. Lost loved ones in a summer storm, watched that goodbye fade away. I sang to the moon from a hayfield edge and woke up anyway. I took the hit, I took it twice, kept my chin up, paid the price. If I fall again, I fall with pride. Got a wild little flame way down inside, boots and bruises. Still I rise, boots and bruises. Smile through the bite. Every scar I wore built this life. Boots and bruises. Still I rise, still I rise. Yeah. Now the same folks stare at my name like it always had gold in it. They don't see the nights I bled or the miles I nearly quit, but I kept that grin on my face when the world swung low and mean. Cause the hardest road I ever rode turned out to be the dream. Boots and bruises. Still I rise. Boots and bruises. Smile through the bite. Every scar I wore built this life. Boots and bruises. Still I ride. Boots and bruises. Now I shine. Boots and bruises. Paid the price. All that hurt, let me ride. Boots and bruises. This is mine. Still I ride. Still I ride.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Double A, can you hear us?
I can. I hope I can be heard as well.
Testing.
There's no
Can you hear me?
echo. I can hear you, Edward. Yeah, I can hear you.
There is a little bit of an echo, and I know it's picking up the speaker, but it's not as bad as it was before. It should be fine.
Well, it sounds like I'm in some sort of chamber, you know. Do you believe in love after love? I can feel so free. I really want.
Are you a singer, Alex? Do you sing? I think I might have asked that before.
Well, hold on. Let me try something here. I could always try. Let's see. Can I say something, Alex?
Hello, I'm sitting something you didn't say.
Alright, say something.
Breaking news, we have a local Peruvian doing a podcast in Stockton, California, with a Giants San Francisco, what is that, a tank top? Wife beater? I hope he doesn't beat his wife. Anyways,
What do you think of that? Does that sound better to you?
let me hold on.
Well, with that being said, Edward,
Yep.
talk to me.
What's up?
How's life?
Life is good. Life is good.
Life is great.
Life is fantastic. Yeah. Up late last night.
What were you? What were you up to last night?
Partying with my family, brother.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
bro. Like
yeah.
your kids too, wife.
No, I don't have any kids. My wife, my sisters, my mother, my brother-in-law, and sitting on the fire, roasting marshmallows, s'mores.
Oh, was this over at like your house? Or?
Yeah, in the
That's-
backyard, yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So how often are you working on your projects?
About 24/7. Right now I'm working on my Giant Candle horror film 24/7, 12 to 16-hour days every single day.
Okay.
And I've only taken like 2 or 3 breaks over the last 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's going fantastic. It's going amazing.
So why
It's been-
why are you spending 12 to 16
I
hours
know.
if you don't mind me asking?
Because I am the editor, I am the color grader, I am the sound mixer, I am the director, which is usually sitting in the editing room with the editor. I am the special effects artist, so I'm doing all of the rotoscoping, I'm doing all of the compositing, which is combined with the rotoscoping. And the AI works. I'm also the special effects, the AI special effects, AI animator. So I'm doing all the AI animation, which then you have to composite with the live action film. So it's not the same as like creating like AI animations is really easy until you start trying to mix it with live action film. Because now you have to match everything. You have to match the color. You have to match the tone. You have to match the light and the shadow, and then you have to pull in the real actors in that and have the correct movements and animation to go with the live action. So it's very complex.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
You got a lot of you have a buffet sized plate on your hands. I'll tell you that much. You have a lot of stuff.
It's a lot, man. I'm wearing like 10 hats in post, man. It's crazy.
How do you split that up? Like from being the editor and then color grading, like is it just like one process here? You do one thing, and all right, put that on, put that hat on, and then is it like a ladder you climb up, or like is it just like one step and then do this for like I don't know a week, and then do this for a week, and then so on and so forth?
Exactly, Alex. That's basically what it is. So I'll spend like a good week on editing, and then I'll look at the color, and I'll because I haven't really looked at it for a while. I'll come back and be like, okay, I don't like that color. It's not looking right. It's not looking like not enough contrast, or it just looks too flat, right? And so like I just did I spent, God, like literally 24 hours recoloring the whole film frame by frame, just cut like last week, because it was flat and I didn't like the way it looked. But now I'm happier with it. Yeah. So just a little increase in the contrast, dropping those shadows down, pumping those highlights up, adding some color because I had it desaturated to a certain point in percentage, just up that percentage a little bit on everything. But here's where it gets challenging, and this is where it gets very complex, is because when you're shooting a live action film, you're not shooting it all in one day. You're shooting it throughout the year. We shot the Kandahar throughout a period of 2 years, right? Which means that you're shooting on different locations, on different times, and the sun's going to be different, which means the light and shadow will be different. So the sky will look different on one shoot than it's going to look another shoot, right? So you're missing out on continuity, right? So now when you color grade it, you can't just apply one color grade across the whole thing, as you would if you shot it in one day, right? In one shot, in one different scene. But because you're shooting different locations on different days and different seasons, now your color grading has to change on every single shot. And then you add in the complexity of the AI animation. Now, each AI tool, each platform has its own color grading system. So when you plop that into, you drop that into your Premiere or After Effects, each one of those AI generations has its own color grading built into the visual of the video. So when you drop in the same color grade that you do in the other clip, it's different. So you have to adjust every single AI generation different from the other, right? Because if you're using, I'm using PixArt, I'm using Kling, some of them I was using Runway AI, just depending on which is going to give me the best generation for the need. And because of that, the color grading's got to change for each one. Now take that all complexity and add it to the fact that it's got to match as best as you can with the continuity of a live action shot, which changes every single time that you're shooting on different days and seasons.
Yep.
So now you get an idea of the complexities, and then you add in all the other shit. You add in the audio, the mix, the sound mixing, the editing complexity, and then the editing is really complex because now you're telling a story. Now the story can be, you could tell 1,000 different stories on the editing room. You could switch that up, and you can make it like if I did a little bit of research on the editing of Star Wars, and I tell you what, if it wasn't for George Lucas's wife, who was an expert editor, amazing, those movies would not be what they were, because their stories were heard. You can look at the interviews where she was saying, hey, look, there wasn't enough dramatic intention in some of the most memorable best scenes in Empire Strikes Back.
Really?
And she had to go in there and say, hey, look, well, actually, Lucas was smart enough to take it to us, to ask his wife, hey, what do you think of this scene? And she's like, honestly, no, there's not enough emotion. I'm going to have to recut this and give it the emotion that it deserves. And that's that scene where they take off the helmet of Darth Vader and reveals that he's a human being in his dad's face. And she made that scene what it was. And not just that scene, but all the others. But that's the one that I remember. And you can find that on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
I like how you took inspiration from a great film like Star Wars.
Yeah. Editing.
Sound creates a lot more to the scene too. If you can edit in the right sound and where tones rise and fall, like you can create what once was a bland scene of just two people or some dude taking off his helmet.
That's right.
Turns into such a suspenseful, suspenseful and meaningful scene. I mean, there's a lot.
John Williams, the score, musical score for Star Wars. Yeah. I mean. Right now, I mean, that's another thing is the musical score that I'm working on right now for Joanna Cantor. Now, I'm just taking I'm not going to give it away, but I am working on that. But it's something that's special.
Are you doing the music yourself?
I am, but yes and no. I'm going to say yes and no, because what I'm doing, I don't want to give it away, because what Joanna Cantor does is it really it's like my love letter to all of my favorite films that I've watched since I was a child. Like everything is I have little nods and gestures to all the different films I love in that film, including the music. If that makes sense. Yeah. So you're gonna watch the movie, you're gonna be like, oh, I know where that's from. Oh, I got an idea where that's from. Oh, I got an idea where that's from. Oh, yeah. So there's little Easter egg nods that you'll find in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
but
cool.
No, it's not stealing shit. I'm just inspired and being okay, I want to make
your take on it.
Yeah, not even necessarily a take. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a piece that's going to give you the nostalgia memory of what that was, and if you've seen it enough times you might be able to pull it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's kind of a little a subliminal message for those movie buffs out there, huh?
Yeah. Some of them are more nuanced than others, but others are pretty subtle.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. We're excited to see the film drop in September, man. With that being said, talk to us about Feeder. This is a short, or I think your first short that you created.
Yeah, Feeder is my very first film I ever shot. It's a documentary, and it's a social commentary documentary about the life and death of a mouse that's born and bred to be fed, or it's born and bred as food for reptiles.
Okay.
Yeah, and I shot it in one take, and that wasn't purposeful. It just happened that way. So I think, if I remember correctly, it was for a contest. It was like long back in the day, 1992, 93, somewhere around there. Maybe even later. Somewhere in the mid-90s. There was a website platform called Upward Rising that was designed specifically for independent filmmakers back then. And so I wanted to put up a film. I think there was a contest or something like that. And I said, I want to shoot something. I didn't know exactly what to shoot. But my brother-in-law, he had a reptile. He had a lizard. It was like a giant, like, dragon lizard. The thing was huge. It was like 15 inches long. Not feet, inches long.
It sounds like a Komodo dragon or something like that.
It wasn't a Komodo dragon. It was something else. You'll see it in the movie. It's just this big green thing. It wasn't an iguana, of course, because iguanas they don't eat meat. But he'd feed it mice, And this thing would, like, grab a hold of the mice and, like, rip it to shreds, like, tear it up. It was wild. And my sister's, of course, married to this man, and they had a son together. And their son was 6 or 7 years old at the time. His name was Cameron Santana. And so Abel, his name's Abel, my sister's husband, ex-husband, by the way.
Because he was able to do this.
Ex-husband. I told hey, shout out to Abel Santana. He lives in Stockton, California, so we're here in Stockton right now. But anyway, so I mentioned it to Abel. I'm like, hey man, I'm trying to make this movie for this Upward Rising, and he's like, oh, why don't we just shoot like my lizard eating this like mouse? I was like, fuck yeah, that sounds badass, right? We'll shoot that. So I just, I took my camcorder back then. Camcorders, if you guys know what camcorders are, it's like these old video cameras that usually big, but I did have a small one at the time. And we shot this lizard eating this mouse. Before we shot the lizard eating the mouse, I tracked the entire story as like we left the house, we drove down to like the reptile place, we picked up the mouse, we looked inside, they let us in the door with the camera and everything. We walked in there, tracked it back to the house again, dropped the little mouse inside and watched it go, man.
Damn.
That's the movie, that's the documentary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I think it's about just 3 to 6 minutes long. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Okay.
So just a little warning. I shot it so long ago on an old camcorder. The resolution is shit. But you can still see it. Yeah, you can still see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex, do you have it pulled up on your end, buddy?
Yeah, I have it right here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to embark on Feeder, a journey inspired by Mr. Edward Amaral. Are you guys ready?
You know what? That was just kind of came organically. It came organically. I don't remember it really being a choice. I just remember putting the camera on him, and he was so magnetic in the camera that I was like, whoa, this kid has it. He's got it, whatever it is. And I was like, I just knew that him and I were going to be doing stuff as his whole life. Being that I'm a filmmaker, as he grew old, and we're still shooting. He's in the Giant of Kandahar, by the way. Shout out to Cameron Santana.
So how old was Cameron?
When did you make this? Like, what year was this?
Somewhere like 1993, something like that.
Damn, you probably made it on one of those JVC recorders, huh?
Yeah. Oh no, I take that back. I take it back. It was 1996. But you're right.
I miss those recorders where like you kind of there's like an eye hole.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
JVC, man. JVC. Also, Sony had that shit too. But
that's the one. I had the Sony, brother. Yeah. I had the first it had like the first like FireWire connection. It was like super fast connecting the digital.
It was digital, but I know a lot of those ones they still had cassette.
Yeah.
They still had tape.
Yes, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, Alex. It had a tape. And I had to convert that tape into it. Like it had its own conversion. You had to connect the digital like FireWire to it, and that FireWire like somehow like transitioned or like changed that tape into a digital video.
Yeah, I think it read it through like a laser scanner.
Yeah.
And it would just transmit it into data. I don't know what the file was. Was it like they must have been in like kilobytes or something back in those days. Like and that was huge. That was like huge back then.
It was huge.
Like, probably like 20 kilobytes.
Right.
Like shit, I have like 20 left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Are we still on?
Yeah, no, we are.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're talking.
Yeah. It's you're right, Alex. That's exactly what it was. It was a tape that then was converted into a digital file.
Okay.
Wild, man.
Dude, it's insane. I'm excited to watch this. Are you guys ready? Now that I fixed the fucking video issue, so the audience
Cameron
can actually
Santana,
watch it.
guys.
Cameron Santana. Are you ready? We're starting from zero. We're starting from zero.
Yeah, this kid's magnetic.
All right, guys.
Come on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, acción.
I'm kind of used to it, and the first time I saw it, I just felt real sad because that's living life, just dying. Because you're born like in a nice good cage or whatever, but at least there's no animals trying to eat you. But once you come here, it's like death row. So that's pretty much it. That's how I feel.
A feeder is what they call me. That's okay, because that's all I probably will ever be. Today is the second week of my miserable existence, and most likely, it'll be my last.
2 mice a day, or 3 baby chickens a day, the little furry, fuzzy, cute one, or 1 rat every 2 to 3 days. I like to feed them different stuff all the time. Chickens have a lot of protein. You can buy pregnant mice, and they fill them up pretty good. He'll eat like 2 of those.
How often do you go with your dad to feed the lizard?
Almost every time.
Eventually your lizard will be eating the big ones, right?
I can hardly wait. And each one doesn't know its lucky number.
This is where I grew up. 4th floor, box number 14598. Only one of 500 shelves made for feeders like me. Each and every day I face the reality that my only purpose for existence is for one thing and one thing only.
They're for feeders.
Reptiles. Racks and racks and racks of them. This is where I live. Cramped box full of my own droppings. No room to live, no room to move. Just enough air to breathe.
All different sizes, starting with the baby for the little teeny snakes. And it goes up to about this size. And then once they open their eyes...
No hope. Only hope that I might accept my inevitable fate. Every day I watch my friends, my roommates, cry for freedom. One by one they go. I have come to accept my fate, my existence as a feeder.
Tell me about your experiences in watching the lizard eat.
It's pretty cool. It's real cool, but once he starts tearing the guts out, I'm out the room.
How do you feel about the mouse?
I'm kind of used to it, so it's, I don't know. I just feel sorry for it once it been born from that long.
The first time you watched the lizard eat, how'd you feel?
Kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was not really used to it back then.
But he's real close to dinosaur. He's an exotic breed. Really hungry. Stands on his back legs like a dinosaur. He's all excited.
Oh, hell nah.
Your thoughts on the feeding the lizard?
Getting kind of used to it, and the first time I saw it, I just felt real sad because that's living life, just dying. Because you're born like in a nice good cage or whatever, but at least there's no animals trying to eat it. But once you come here, it's like death row. So that's pretty much it. That's how I feel.
That, ladies and gentlemen.
he said death row.
Yeah, I was like, damn. That's insane, bro. How old was he?
Like 6?
Jeez, he knew about death row at 6. It's the hard knock life for Cameron Santana, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Kid already had lived an entire life before he was 6.
He saw the circle of life. He didn't need to watch Lion King. Fuck that. That was very
interesting.
I don't know, like it was really interesting, but I would say I had like very like unsettling tones, and like if you're trying to go with more like psychological and like showing like the perspective of prey animals, or even prey animals, then you did a really good job doing that. But yeah, definitely the noise / sound you were playing in the reptile kingdom or wherever it was, that like background noise was definitely like, ooh, like, you know, very suspenseful and like unsettling. And I was like, dang, that sucks, you know, like to be one of those. But I think that was also pretty cool. Like it was a good piece of dialogue where, I don't know, is that your brother, or like is that who was that adult in the shot?
That was your brother-in-law, right?
The brother-in-law.
Yeah. That's the father of the pupil.
That's the father of Cameron.
When he said, it's more protein to feed them when they're pregnant, I'm just like, damn. Like,
yeah, real life.
Really?
Yeah.
What the
damn.
fuck? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's legit.
So what does he do? Is he like a lizardologist or what?
He had a lot of exotic animals back in the day.
Tiger King?
No, not big ones. He had the small exotics. He had like a wasn't an otter. It was like a ferret.
He had a ferret?
He had a ferret.
A ferret.
A ferret.
Not feral, was it?
No.
Because ferrets can be feral.
I don't know.
No.
It was a ferret.
It was a ferret?
It was a ferret.
Ferret King.
Ferret King.
Ferret King.
Ferret King.
He was a ferret king.
There's an awesome story that goes with that ferret too. It's a crazy story.
Really?
Crazy story.
Talk to me a little bit.
Okay, so the ferret gets loose one. He actually having this ferret for a long time.
Ferret went feral.
Become really close to this ferret. It's like a dog, right? It's like being a child, right? This ferret disappears, goes gone. It's gone. Couldn't find it. Disappeared. For 10 years, it was gone. No, not 10 years. I'm exaggerating. It wasn't 10 years. It was gone a long freaking time, okay? It was just long gone, okay? And my niece and her new husband had moved all the way out to Idaho. Not Idaho, Idaho? Somewhere where it was snowing. It was fucking far out there. I think it was Idaho. All right, so they're out there in Idaho in the snow, working in the new gym business out there. And one of their trainers that worked out in Idaho said something to the fact like, oh, I have a ferret. And my niece says, oh, my cousin, Cameron, we used to have a ferret. His dad had a ferret. And he's like, oh, really? And they're like, oh, yeah, but he used to live over in Union City, yada, yada, in the Bay Area where we came from. And he's like, oh, I used to live over in Union City. I used to live over in that area. I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, oh, matter of fact, that's where I got my ferret. I found the ferret.
Oh, really?
He found the ferret wandering around in UC, in Union City, before he took it all the way to Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're like, does it have a marking on his left leg? Because Abel used to mark his pets with like a tattoo.
Yeah.
So he marked it. And she's like, oh yeah, I wondered what that marking was on his left leg.
Oh, the ferret was found! Was it okay?
You found an escaped convict
ferret. Yeah, and
brother had a tattoo.
It had a tattoo. And it ended up in Idaho. Just happened to be the guy that was a trainer that they hired over at the gym in Idaho.
Okay.
It just happened to be from the same neighborhood in Union City in the Bay Area that happened to come across a ferret.
No, you foiled its plans. It was supposed to be in Idaho because it was trying to go.
It's trying to escape.
Trying to leave.
So what ended up happening with the ferret? Did they keep it?
He kept it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He didn't give it back.
I don't think he gave it back.
He didn't want to let him see the ferret.
Finders keepers, man.
He didn't even want to let him see the ferret.
I don't think he ever let him see the ferret.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I don't think so.
Oh, wait, he stole a man's ferret.
It was her cousin's. It was my niece Christy's cousin, who's Cameron. Cameron's dad, Abel's ferret.
Okay.
So he couldn't give it. He would have to. Okay, I'm going to give it to you. Got to give it to him, and then you got to pass it back and fly it all the way back to California.
Damn.
Right? They can't fly it back to California.
Yeah. That's
the ferret.
Shit.
That was the last piece of freedom that ferret has ever felt. What's that one song? What's the ferret version of "Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend"? Jail cell, man.
The inspiration for the ferret was...
He had his tattoo and everything, bro. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah, that was a legit tattoo. Now, you guys know where the inspiration came from was from a movie to have the ferret.
Oh, really?
Beastmaster from 1980s.
Oh, really?
You guys know about the Beastmaster?
No, what's the Beastmaster?
Okay, so there was a kind of like a fantasy genre explosion after 1982, because that was Conan the Barbarian starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did an amazing movie, right? That was directed by John Milius. Fucking badass film if you haven't seen it, right? So then a bunch of other movies came out that were like wannabe kind of Conans that were doing their best, like fantasy and everything. And there was kind of one that was kind of cool that's like, it's all right. But it's kind of like a cult classic. It's called The Beastmaster. And this Beastmaster's got a tiger as a beast on his left. He's got an eagle that he follows him around, that has his like eyes that can see for him and he can see for it. And then he's got a ferret that sits on his left shoulder.
Okay.
And then that's like the inspiration for getting a ferret.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in terms of this, would you ever create like a film about a ferret escaping?
No, but I got a great idea for another film that just came to me last night at the campfire. But
is it a horror film?
No, yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
It is a horror film. But I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to internalize it and put it on the universe just yet, because I've got too many films to work on right now. I've got too many on my plate in terms of films in development. Right, I've got a bunch of full-length feature films that I've written. So between 2006, after I did my animation film, in 2015, all I was doing is writing full-length feature films because that was my goal. I'm like, fuck this short film bullshit.
Okay.
I'm going to make a full-length feature film. And the way I can do that is I know I got to control that shit. Mm-hmm. And the only way you control is if you write it. You write it and you direct it. Because if you want my script, brother, I got to come with it. I'm attached to that motherfucker. I'm going to direct that motherfucker. And if I got to produce it myself someday and whatever, and I will. And so basically what I'm doing is
so you are not in the business of selling any of the movies you write.
If the money's right, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, if the money's correct, I would sell it, but the money's got to be right.
Okay. Yeah. Would it be like 6 figures, 7 figures?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What if they offer you like high not high five figures.
Oh, maybe I might consider it. Yeah.
Okay. So, but like you are flexible. You don't necessarily have to be the director if you can sell and pitch the movie.
Oh, it'd have to be a big number to get me away from that directing. The director, not the director. Yeah, it'd have to be a big number. It'd have to be a six-figure number in order to get me away from the director's chair.
Okay.
Yeah. But anything lower than that, I might consider selling it. But I would have to be attached as a director. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's always interesting. With that being said, we're going to take a brief break after this, and we're going to load up another one of Mr. Amaral's clips that we have in store for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored and surf the sound waves with Sonic Waves.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Port City Uncensored. Real talk, real people, minus the trolls. Join us Thursdays at 8 on YouTube, X, and Facebook. From the streets to City Hall, you never know who'll show up or what they'll say next.
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
Guys, you're watching the Shady Mob Podcast. This is where we discuss our favorite movies, TV shows, and where we talk about life. Please like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
made for $7,000.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite pod mob stars, Double A, and Edward Amaral, here with us today to talk about his new book, Feeder. Not Feeder, The One-Eyed Sailor. A graphic novel inspired by Popeye the Sailor Man, and it is Edward's take on the story. So, Edward, talk to us a bit about your book, boss.
Yes. So that is an interesting origin story, to say the least. So, if it wasn't okay, first of all, the original title for the screenplay, because it's not a book, it's a book now. It's a graphic novel now, is the way it lives. But it was original screenplay that I started writing back in 2006. Okay, and I didn't finish the screenplay until 2016. I thought I was finished with it in 2012 until I came across a really cool origin story for the character Olivia.
Olivia or Olive Oil?
In the book, it's Olivia. Okay, so
I don't think you ever reference her name in the first story.
You might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right. I think her name is mentioned later on in the second half of the installment. And I haven't read it for a long time, so I don't even recall if I did mention it or not, but you might be right. Okay, so I wrote the screenplay from 2006 to 2012 where I thought it was done, and then someone I know had the most crazy, like eerie, uncomfortable, unsettling story that happened to him and his little sister that was so just, I don't even know how to say it. It was just so unsettling, disturbing, that I was like, wow, what a great origin story for the character Olivia, because I was searching for something for her, because we had a great origin story for our character Popius, which is Popeye.
It's Popius. I thought it was Papayas.
It's Popius. Yeah, Popius. And I'd been searching in my mind for years, trying to figure out what I was gonna, if I was gonna do anything for Olivia, and I had finished it, just being totally fine with having no origin story for her, right? Until I came across this really disturbing story that my buddy, I don't even call, we're not friends anymore, but I'm just going to say someone I know, I'm not going to mention his name, and what happened to him, and it's in the book. It's the first scene, man, and it's crazy, like, disturbing, but I put it in there, and so in 2006.
So that's the reason why you went with the opening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You got to read the book if you want to know what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So in 2006, the original title for the screenplay was not The One-Eyed Sailor. It was entitled first I Sailor. Okay, I Sailor, like I Sailor, or I Sailor, right?
Yeah.
That was like a little thing. But then I changed it to The One-Eyed Sailor Who Loved a Whore.
Okay.
That was the title. The One-Eyed Sailor Who Loved a Whore. Okay. Now, why did I title it The One-Eyed Sailor Who Loved a Whore? Well, the origin of my idea for my take on the Popeye was my brother. Shout out to my brother Leonard Amaral, who was visiting over my place one day in 2006, and him and I always talk about our nostalgia about growing up watching cartoons. We grew up watching Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, like all the Looney Tunes and stuff. Popeye was one of them. We grew up watching Popeye. Okay, these were on the TV back then, and we always talked about how
I grew up watching Popeye.
You did too?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Popeye fan.
So here's the thing we always talk about. Popeye was violent as fuck. Violent fucking cartoon. They were always beating the shit out of each other. Bluto was always trying to kill either Popeye or even kill
but they made it in a very playful way. I interpreted it in a very playful. It was a cartoon. I thought it was funny.
As we got older, we interpreted it as violent. And we're like, look, this is violent. Let's look at this for what it is. Let's look at this for what it really is.
My favorite one, sorry, really quickly, my favorite Popeye story is the one where the Treasure Island.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but it's Pluto. Basically, he's like the leader of all these animals on this island, and then Popeye
in the cave.
Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a classic.
It's
bro.
a classic.
It's a fucking classic. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, they're great. I love all Popeyes. Now, no disrespect to Popeye here. A lot of people find this a little bit unsettling to read my book. Okay, but the reality is,
I think that's part of the reason why for me it was a little bit unsettling.
It's unsettling
because I grew up being a Popeye fan, and the character is very near and dear to my heart.
Sure.
And this was a completely like different take. And for a second, because at the beginning of the book, The One-Eyed Sailor, I completely forgot until I read the name Popeyes, and I'm like, oh my god, this all makes way more sense now.
Yeah.
But sorry, continue on.
Yeah. I forgot where I was at.
Oh no! You were talking about how your book is a little bit unsettling at the beginning.
Yeah, it's unsettling. Oh, the whole thing is unsettling. So the original title was The One-Eyed Sailor Who Loved a Whore. Okay, now my brother and I used to always talk about cartoons we grew up with, and we always talk about how violent they were. Tom and Jerry, they're always trying to kill, freaking smash each other with a head. Ballad is always violent, right?
I think the last episode was them getting run over by a train and going to heaven.
Yeah, crazy shit. Yep. But they were always like,
but it was funny.
Yeah, they were funny. But there was an episode of Popeye that I'll never forget, where Bluto grabs Olive Oil by the hair, pulls her up close to his body, he yanks out a giant fucking knife that's like 12 inches long, and he puts it to her throat. And he basically says, I'm going to kill this bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot how violent cartoons used to be.
He says, or I can take your head off, or something like that. Okay, so then Popeye then comes to her rescue, and blah, 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 right? Now, the only time Popeye ever came to her rescue, or the only time she ever called for Popeye is when she needed him.
Yep.
She basically fucking used that fucker. She used him and abused him. She fucking treated him like shit.
Popeye, I'm not gonna do anything.
She cheated on him left. She cheated on him left and right. Every single time that he was not around, she was.
Oh, Pluto.
She was cheating on him with the bad boy, right? So here's the classic story of the good guy, right? The good guy, and then the bad boy. And what do the women go after? We all know that 80% of the women go after 10%.
Money and things.
The dangerous. They go over the bad boys. They go after the bad boys. And that's a fact. You can look at the talking points on that on YouTube. They're all over the place.
In my experience, women mainly are attracted to money and materialistic things.
They are too. That too. You know, they're
more than they are the bad boys.
Yeah. Well, they'll fornicate or screw and they'll fuck the bad boys, but when it's time to get married, when they start to, their eggs are ready to dry up at age 32, they start getting nervous and they look for the good guys to marry.
Yeah.
So they'll marry the good guys, right? But they'll fuck the bad boys.
Once they're closer to like 30s or their late 20s, that's when they start going towards the good guy.
The bad boys are gone.
They want stability at that point. They want their eggs fertilized before they expire.
And they want the good guy. They want the good guy now. Okay, so then there's a lot of guys that will take those women. Now, so basically in my story, I was red pilling people before red pill existed. You guys know what red pill content is?
So what's red pill content?
Red pilling content is red pilling all the young men out there that don't necessarily know much about women and how they how they actually execute.
You were enlightening these folk on how these hoes ain't loyal.
They're looking, yes. That's basically what, yes, sir. We're enlightening.
It's like showcasing the brutal honesty of what happens.
If we're gonna be honest, women have become the new men, and men have now become the new women.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And so I was red pilling people way back.
There's nothing. Also, really quickly, there's nothing wrong with men being more in tune and more in touch with their feminine side, and there's nothing wrong with women being more in tune with their masculine side. It's just been such a drastic evolution.
Yeah.
Where there's a thing for women empowerment, but come on, gentlemen, we got to keep our masculine energy high.
You know who should be here for this conversation? Scotty Too Hottie. I'm sure Scotty has some things to say about this.
Oh God, he would love. Oh yes, he would. Mr. Too Hottie would.
Yeah.
But continue. I'm sorry.
Okay, so my brother was over one day, right, and we were discussing Papa, how violent it was, and then this is the kicker. This is what got the spark in my head to go, oh fuck, this is what I've been looking for to make my first full-length feature film on. He called her a slut.
Who? Your sister?
Olive Oil.
Oh, okay.
I was like, whoa! Wait, whoa! I didn't even think about that. I think I was about maybe 26 years old at the time. He was like 28, 29, right? He's like, yeah, olive oil was a slut, because we were just talking about how violent it was, right? There's nothing to make a movie there. There's no movie about making something that's violent about Popeye. But when he said she was a slut, I said, whoa, wait a minute, what do you mean she was a slut? He's like, oh, every single time Popeye, when he wasn't around, he was cheating on him with Bluto.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, you're right. Then he goes, well, no, she might have been a whore. What? He's like, she might have been an actual legitimate whore, like a prostitute. Really? He's like, yeah, well, back in the 50s, right? 40s, late 40s, somewhere there.
Yeah.
That's basically, hey, look, when the men came out at sea, when they came to shore, and they were on leave, what would they do? They'd go find themselves a whore.
Yeah.
And then they'd go back to their ship.
That's why I think brothels used to be like right next to the port.
Absolutely. So he's like, she might have actually been a whore. And I was like, whoa, blew my mind. I was like, wow, interesting. So then I thought about it, and I was like, this might be what I'm looking for. So literally, like, the next day, I called my brother up, and I go, man, I go, I'm going to make a movie about this. I'm going to write a script. Do you want to help me write it? He was too busy. He said, I don't got enough. I don't want to do that. He didn't want to be part of it. And I was like, hey, look, I'm just letting you know that I'm going to do this. So we talked about it together. I'm offering you to write it with me. He said, no. So I said, okay, I'm going to write this, baby, and I want to make a movie about it. He said, yeah, go out, do your thing. So that's what I did. I started the screenplay, and I was inspired by the darkness, because I knew I wanted to make a dark film, right? Because the whole idea of olive oil being a whole possible horror, and then the film being extremely violent. I knew it needed to be dark, and so I came across a movie on HBO. It was called Requiem for a Dream. Have you guys heard about this?
No, what is that?
I believe it's a David Finch film. I can't be wrong. I'm not sure if it was David Finch as a director. Could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, guys, just correct me on that. Because it's been a long time since I've watched it. But it's a super dark film about drugs, addiction.
Really?
Okay? Yeah. So, Popeye was addicted also. What was he addicted to, guys?
Spinach.
Spinach!
I don't know if he was addicted to spinach, but
in my story, he's addicted. So, in my take on it...
Well, it wasn't spinach. You made him an addict to pills.
Well, the pills are basically a herb. It's not spinach, but it represents the spinach. It's an herb, yeah. So, he...
How does he refill his prescription?
My take is he was addicted to it because it's the only thing that he could actually take to become the man he needed to be to protect the woman he loved. Okay. He needed that shit in order to do it, so he was addicted to it. And she was addicted to, like, basically to this one dude. She was addicted to this bad boy that treated her like shit. And why was that? I had to create a backstory that was strong enough that made her addicted to these guys that were not good for her, that would beat the shit out of her and treat her like shit.
It's like Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump.
Exactly.
Like his love interest, even though they had a child, she basically...
That's right, Jenny.
Yep,
that's right.
Jenny always going after the shitheads, after the drug dealers and like
Bad
all
boys.
that like party nonsense.
Exactly.
And before you know it, she'll show up back in your house, end up getting you a kid and infecting you with AIDS.
I was about to say, did Jenny die from AIDS? I feel like Jenny died from AIDS.
That's kind of like what it alludes to.
She probably did.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
his mom died from cancer and Jenny died from
Did you ever watch Robin Williams' Popeye?
I hated it.
You didn't like it? Oh, that breaks my heart. That's one of my favorite
Robin
Williams films.
That's one of Nelson's favorite movies.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I will do this. Okay. I went back and watched it about 10 years ago. Because I watched it when it first came out.
Okay.
Hated it when I was, I don't know how old, if I was in my 20s or 30, a teenager. I don't remember exactly how old it was. But when I watched it then, I didn't like it. I watched 10 years ago, and I remember liking the musical aspect.
Yeah.
I thought the musical aspect was amazing. I didn't like for me, it wasn't my kind of movie.
Okay.
It wasn't my style of storytelling. It's not the way that I would do Popeye. But the musical was amazing. I liked the musical, and I liked the music.
Yeah.
And I thought
the choreography was great.
And I liked what Robin Williams did as a cartoon representative of Popeye. In other words, bringing the cartoon to life.
Yeah.
I like what he did there. And
that's why I loved it, because it was very near and dear to the cartoon, and it was like what I grew up with.
They stuck to the cartoon.
Yeah.
So as a cartoon representation, absolutely. It's just not what I'd make. And then, of course, from the gal from Rocky, I can't even remember her name, the actress. She's amazing.
I forget her name too.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is, I remember when I was a kid, waking up and like putting on Popeye cartoons and shit.
Yeah.
And like the intro, I remember vividly. It would be like a normal black and white, like scene with kids playing and shit, and then all of a sudden, like you see a can of spinach or whatever, and then like it kind of cuts into the cartoon after they eat the spinach. Oh yeah. And I'm just like, man, I want to eat my spinach.
I wanted to too. Yeah.
Edward watched Robin Williams Popeye and thought to himself, you know what this needs? Prostitute. That'll make this a better movie.
Yeah, she needs to be a whore. She needs to be a whore.
She needs to be a whore. She needs to be a whore.
She was a whore. He's on leave. He's seeing his whore that he loves though. He loves her, and then you know what? He doesn't like this.
So I'm kind of like inspired right now because what time is it? Because I got. Man, you got to come back and we got to watch Robin Williams Popeye and break it down. You got to tell me all the aspects that you do not like about that film.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh, come on.
I watched it twice, and I'm not even sure if I
have only watched it, I think, twice too, but I'm willing to watch it a third time. He's like, no, don't put me through that. Don't put me through that. Yeah. I'd rather break down the Matrix.
No, I do like the musical, though. I really, honestly, the musical is good.
The choreography, like I said, the musical and the choreography and how they like stuck.
And he was spot on. He was spot on playing that cartoon, man.
Yeah,
he was spot on. Robin Williams was badass on that.
Man, he was what peak Robin Williams. But you, in the process of creating the screenplay for the One Night Sailor, you got pretty far in the process, right? You started casting people, didn't you?
Yeah, we started casting. I started casting even before COVID, and I casted Anthony James as Popius and Nadia Khan as Olivia.
Okay.
And I was auditioning, and then that was basically all I'd cast at the point. No, I had a bunch of other people cast too. I can't remember the names, but I cast basically all of the primary characters were done.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all of them, and they were great. The auditions were amazing. I auditioned about 400 people.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I spent like entire 6 months just every night after work just auditioning people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I had a lot of interest. Everyone wanted to do it.
Were you paying the actors, or was this a favor?
No. It was to audition. We don't pay for audition.
No. If you sign them on to become Popeyes.
Oh yeah. Well, the goal. I was working backwards. My whole strategy was to work backwards. Was to develop the film first. We call it packaging it. So you package the film. They call it. You cast it first, and then you raise the money. Or you start shooting it first, and then you raise the money as you shoot. So that was my strategy.
Okay, why did you want to take the backwards approach?
Because raising the money for independent film, even back then, was extremely difficult.
It still is now.
It's even more difficult.
Yeah.
10 times more difficult, if not more, than it was back then.
Okay.
Yeah, only because with scarcity becomes value. Scarcity brings value, and when you don't have scarcity, when you have abundance, value depletes, right? So now that we have an abundance of film at our fingertips, the value of film has depleted to investors.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So
does that make sense on that?
No, it does. So what I was going to ask you, how was your structure going to be to pay the actors, or was it going to be if the film ever did get picked up, that's when payments were going to be distributed? Or you don't got to get into it if you don't want to.
The way the typical film funding is, you split the makings, the profits of the film. The gross gets split between the production, and 50% goes to production, 50% goes to the investor.
Okay.
If there's more than one investor, then you take that 50% and you cut it in half. So it's 25% for you and 25% for Alex.
Okay.
If there's more than that, then you just keep on splitting. But the 50% still goes to the production.
Okay.
That 50% of the production might be, if there's percentages that go out to either other producers or other directors or even actors that are taking a cut in their salary, they might get percentage points. Okay. So then, where that works is once the movie starts rolling in the dough, then you pay out the investors first.
Okay.
They get 120% back immediately. So they're getting 20% on their investment.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
Okay.
Then after that, then you start. Then everything else is just like icing on the cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Ooh, that's cool. How close have you ever been to being able to get one of your films funded?
We were really close to funding Nocturnal Bliss. I had a co-producer of mine. We jumped on. He had found an investor on Facebook, actually, and we jumped on a call. And she had brought her silent investor on the phone with us on the call, and we didn't know who he was. And then, we were just. I was a little bit naive, but after the call, we were like, "Hey, I think that dude was the actual guy with the money." But she was a producer, and she'd done about 30 films, and we jumped on the call, and we pitched her Nocturnal Bliss, and she loved the idea, and this is the kicker, right? So the investor who was on the call, I'm not going to call him an investor. At the very end of the call, he says, "Have you ever done anything like this before?" Now, this is a full-length feature film. I don't have the confidence I have now. I was brand new at this shit, right? I had just finished writing my first freaking full-length feature film in The One-Eyed Sailor, and my second one, Nocturnal Bliss, and I didn't know exactly how I'd ever go about shooting a full-length feature film. I do now. Like right now, like my confidence is sky high. I would make anything. But back then, this is back in 2000, like 2012, I think 2012, long time ago. So I was a newbie still, right? So when he said, "What have you done? Have you done anything like this before?" I was like, "Yeah, I have. I shot some short films. You can look at this, you can look at that, whatever. But have you made a full length feature film?" I can't lie to the man, right? So no, I have not. But this is what I have done. So I did my best to sell it, but it didn't go.
Oh.
Yeah, he had just sold his. He had a restaurant that he had just sold, and he was looking to reinvest that money.
Okay.
And so he was going to put it all into the movie. But when he learned that I had not yet shot a full-length feature film yet,
he pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for him it's
the risk.
Yeah.
High risk. Yeah.
High risk. High reward.
Yeah. High risk.
Films are not. Films are not a for sure thing that they're going to be successful, especially if they're going to how much money they're going to be putting in.
Yeah, so he was just managing his risk.
Okay, yeah, I respect that, man. I respect that. With that being said, are you ready to jump into some of these auditions?
Yeah, sure. This is Anthony James, who I had auditioned for Popius back in 2015.
Yeah. Yep. It's up right now.
What do you think? I think it's sexy. I love sailors and tattoos. It turns me on.
For as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a sailor, just like my papi. I remember my papi like it was yesterday. He raised me, taught me how to sail. I owe everything to him. And what do I do in return? I leave him alone in that little old house. I can't undo the past, and I'm too ashamed to go back. But I can honor him with my future. I can honor him as a sailor.
All right.
And we're back. Okay. That was Anthony James who auditioned for Papayas. So why did you choose Anthony James to portray Papayas?
His vulnerability.
Really?
Yeah, his vulnerability. So I needed someone that had the vulnerability to play this guy. Because Popeye, I wanted to portray the essence of Popeye, which is a good person.
Okay.
He's a really good guy, you know. Someone that his integrity, honor, everything you expect in a hero, right? Kind of like Superman, just a perfect person. And I needed someone that had the vulnerability that can be vulnerable in front of the camera to his sensitive side, his, as you mentioned, your feminine side, right? And not the machness, right? To get rid of all that. But when he becomes Popeye and he kicks out, that's a whole other story. When he takes the pills and he turns into the
So were you going to cast another actor to play Popeye? And once he takes the pill and transforms?
No, there's no transformation. There's a transformation in here. In the mind. The mind and the mindset.
So, how was this the only audition tape that you did with Papayas or with the Anthony James, or?
No, I auditioned, as I mentioned, 400 people before I cast 7 people I casted.
Okay.
And I had to audition like 300 to 400 people in about 6 months. I do it every day after work. I just come home after a long day's work and I just start cast. Yeah, I just look at all the people that sent in their videos. I review them all. I just pick out the best talent, and then I'd set them up for interviews, and I'd interview them. And Anthony stood out because of his vulnerability. I immediately knew that he'd probably be the one. And so I called them back for a callback to do a second audition. Because he originally just sent in just a tape, a video. And I liked it, so I called them back to do an actual read with me.
Yeah. And
that's, I think, what we saw there. No, and I think that might have been his first one, but I did a read with him.
Okay.
And he told me, and he said, Ed, after we auditioned, he said, I'm really excited about this film because he knew that he instinctively knew when he read the description of the movie that it was a retake or a remake, or not a remake, but a take on Popeye. And that drew him to it, of course. But on my second time. Oh, he told me He told me that he had just done an audition for a Marvel movie, like a big Marvel film.
Okay.
And he told me he was more excited to audition for this film than he was for the audition for the Marvel film.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was he going to play in the Marvel film?
I don't even remember what it was.
Okay.
But that really meant a lot to me. Because that meant he loved the screenplay. He loved the script. That he was more excited to audition for this than he was for that film.
Okay.
Yeah, so that really meant a lot to me. But that's not why I chose him, though, just because he said that. I chose him because his acting ability. Number one, he's vulnerable. And number two, he had the acting chops to pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next person we're going to check out is Chris Wedford edition?
No, so Milford is
Chris Milford?
The character is, Wilford is the character.
Okay.
And Wilford is a character on Popeye called Wimpy.
Okay.
So Wimpy was the guy that would always find Popeye on the street, and he always was eating burgers all the time.
Oh, that's the hamburger guy.
Hamburger guy. He's eating burgers all the time. So I'm thinking to myself, who is Wimpy in my story? Who is this guy? Well, in One-Eyed Sailor, Wimpy is Wimford, and Wimford is a homeless person, homeless man.
Okay.
Living in an alley, living on the streets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just pulled up the video, and you talking about how this is Wimpy the burger guy. He kind of looks like him. I'm not gonna lie. This dude definitely. This is a good cast. This is.
Let's check it out. You got it, Alex?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
I'm just following what you're saying, how cold it is out there, so it's going to be a kind of a different voice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there the other person on the call with you?
Exterior alley, next day night. Wimford and Puppy sit against the alley wall. The cold wind blows there about
A ladder clicks halfway into a pipe. Smoke rises from Clifton's smell. Clifton closes his eye and drops his head. Whimper.
I just eat burgers.
What?
Just eat burgers. I don't smoke tobacco. I don't choose heroin. I just eat burgers. That's why I'm here. I spend all my money on burgers. That's what kills people.
And I have more in common than I thought. You like burgers? I like herbs. Well, now heroin. Everyone thinks I'm an idiot. You get strong. Herbs, not the heck. Not gonna kill me, right? Do it in my sleep. When I'm sleeping because I don't like pain. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind dying there. Didn't have to be in pain first.
I'm pretty wimpy when it comes to pain.
Maybe we should. Maybe I should call you wimpy too. Most people I've found that. It's not the time. I feel the pain that comes before. The brain. Slow decaying death and some. That's pain.
That's how it does it.
Does what?
It kills people. Crushes their skulls. With a sledgehammer.
See. Wow, dude, that was great. Nice. That was.
was echoing. But no. Shout out to Damien Orozco for shouting, for watching and giving us love like he always does. Lead actor in the Giant of Kandahar film, where you say he did his best work, correct?
Yeah, in my opinion, he's done his best work in this film.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you said he brought in Dominic Dunaway, and he also brought in Timothy, didn't he?
No, he didn't bring in Timothy. He brought in JT.
Okay.
Yeah. I brought in Timothy. I found Timothy on Damien's Instagram.
Okay.
So I was scrolling through Damien's Instagram and I found Timothy's picture on there, and he looked like Garrett Ryan, who he had lost because he moved to L.A. to pursue his career as an actor. And then I contacted Timothy through finding him on Damien Orozco's Instagram. Yeah, so I contacted Mr. Timothy.
Okay. With that being said, Miss Lizette Maravilla, ladies and gentlemen, the actress that was supposed to portray Olive Oil in the upcoming, or not in the upcoming, in the One-Eyed Sailor.
Yeah, and just to preface, actually, she's actually the second gal who. So the original gal that was going to portray Olivia was Khan. Her last name's Khan. Something Khan. I mentioned it earlier in our podcast, but now it's better. Indian gal. But then when I decided to recast it with a new strategy and have everybody local, she was a local actress. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let's check this out.
This is during COVID.
Slowing down. I don't know what it is.
My uncle's friend's son runs the shop. He can get you in.
Right. It's always the uncle's friend's son that can get you in. No, thank you.
I talked to him. He said he can get you in. I can get you out of this place, out of here. You won't have to live like this anymore. You'll make money.
My honor and my integrity as a sailor, it's not for sale.
Everything you dreamed of is wrong. Everything you ever dreamed about is the wrong dream. You want to live like this? You live in a fucking shithole.
I've got to go. Go for a walk.
Fuck.
Sing. I liked it.
That was really good. You really slowed it down. I wasn't really expecting that approach. So that gave me something to, work with. Wow.
But
Wow. Are you an actor yourself?
I just started.
That was really good. I was like, ooh, okay. That was awesome.
Yeah, I started. The reason I literally, like, okay, so I did some theater in college.
Yeah.
I was really horrible. Like, I was really, really bad, and so I just didn't bother. But the only reason I was taking acting classes is because I wanted to make film, right? That's the reason why I was taking those classes. I wasn't interested in acting in terms of actually doing it. But then, as I literally over the last 6 months, as I've been casting and I've been reading, I've gotten better.
Your practice.
So that like, wait a minute, I'm not too bad at this. I think I'm going to try to do some of this.
Yes, definitely do it. I like what I saw, and I was like, wow, you just set the tone so great. Like, wow, it was great.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that was good. I got to tell you this, and I'll say, especially the end, the last part. You hit that line perfect. Like that last line, the last part, the last like. She was local. She's not like 30 minutes away.
Okay.
All right. Third, the girl can act. Her reel. Just as any portfolio, whether kind of artist you are, the portfolio is key. You got to have a good portfolio. So she had the reel. She had the reel that showed the acting chops. And then, so then it was, let's just see. Let's just have her read, right? So when she read, it was her adaptability when she read. She was, I only showed you the last read. Because I read her, like, I had her do that like 3 times, and that was the last one. But the third time's a charm, right? So the first time was okay, second time was better, third time perfect.
Okay.
Right? I wanted to see if she can get it perfect. And she did, and she nailed it. And the one thing, after I had auditioned hundreds of women that could not get that last line part right, let alone any of the lines right, she was the only one that got it all right on that last tape.
Okay.
Including the very end line.
Okay.
Yeah.
She looked like she felt the moment.
She felt it, and yeah, that's right. She felt the moment.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, like we can't reiterate. We went from being a different take on the One-Eyed Sailor, a darker take on the One-Eyed Sailor, to apparently creating a XXX porn parody of the One-Eyed Sailor.
It's not XXX, guys. It's rated R. Not XXX, rated R. Hey, listen.
Having nudity for olive oil.
No, not XXX. Okay, it's rated R. Here's the thing. I want to talk about the themes, right? So here's the thing. The One-Eyed Sailor is a little story with big themes. There's many big themes the topics that this movie covers. Number one is bullying. I fucking hate bullies. I grew up hating bullies,
And every one of them that ever fuck with me, I beat the shit out of them. Now, 2, because I was inspired by Popeye to kick the fuck out of the bully. Now, 2, okay, so 1 is bullying, 2, child abuse. Who doesn't hate fucking child abusers?
I do.
Sexual abuse. Who doesn't hate sexual abusers? Those are very, very important topics. So we cover bullying, we cover sexual abuse, we cover child abuse. This movie also covers addiction, right? All of us have an addiction. I don't care who in the fuck you are. We all have an addiction. If it's not addiction to food, if it's not addiction to video games, it's not addiction to porn, it's addiction to alcohol or drugs. Everyone's got one of them. All right, if not all of them. Okay, and who says they're not addicted to something is lying, or they're not even aware of it. Okay, I got a sister who's addicted to chocolate.
Well.
Right.
Sweet tooth.
Yes, yeah, but if you put it in front of her, she's gonna eat it. That's plain and simple. Okay, so addiction's another one. So we got like 5 major important topics that this movie covers, and they're all deep and dark. And I cover them in the most unsettling way that I can possibly uncover them. I want this movie to punch you in the fucking gut, punch you in the head, give you fucking a 1, 2, 3 and a soda and a 3-piece and a soda.
Okay.
That's what I want it to do. I want you to walk out of the film with the jaw on the ground and quiet and not talking shit.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Interesting. I mean, it definitely was interesting. I will say, like, I guess for me, because I am a big fan of the character, it was it took me by surprise, very by surprise. I was like, okay, this is a very interesting book. And if you guys want to know what we're talking about, go check out The One-Eyed Sailor on Amazon. Amazon, correct?
Yep.
Literally, it's literally called The One-Eyed Sailor by E.J. Amaral and by My Sam Barza, masterfully illustrated by My Sam Barza. The illustration is beautiful on this, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Mason Barza.
Mason.
Check it out. Check out One-Eyed Sailor on Amazon, the R-rated version of Popeye. And if you want the XXX version, check out the One-Eyed Seaman coming out later this week.
Starring Edward
Amaral. No. I'm not doing any pornography, but I got the good joke though.
I feel like that'd be a project you might be open to doing. Edward.
No semen.
No semen.
No.
You don't want to see the semen.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
See a lot of men. Oh Lord! With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief ad break, and we'll be back to sign off from this episode. We've been going like almost 2 hours strong, so that's great. We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored and surf the sound waves with Sonic Waves.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Join us every Saturday and don't miss the waves.
Watch what you listen to. Listen to me, it's Sonic Wave.
Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored!
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
está bonita, su mirada y su sonrisa. Baila conmigo, mi linda, ven aquí, dame tu vibra. When I see you walking down the block, my words all fall, I forget how to talk. I start daydreaming about a little place, coffee in the kitchen, your hair in my face. Maybe we take Sunday slow on the couch, your shoes by the door, my keys in my mouth. Hey girl, you know that I want you. Hey girl, you know that I need you. Ahora dame tu vibra. Dum 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 dum. Ahora dame tu vibra. I'm usually cool, collected, got my poker face on tight. But you walking unaffected, and everything just feels so right. My friends all say I'm crazy, lost my head, completely gone. But when your eyes get hazy, I know exactly where I belong. Hey girl, you know that I want ya. Hey girl, you know that I need ya. Ahora dame tu vibra. Late train home, we're laughing on the platform, your hand in mine, still warm from the subway heat. You steal my cap, I let you keep it on like you knew my whole routine, but never missed a beat. We talk about the small stuff, groceries, rent, and your favorite song. Then you say my name like it's easy, and I'm right there where I belong. Need you in the morning, need you when the room gets loud, need you when the whole day's dragging, need you when I'm figuring out. Hey girl, you know that I want you. Hey girl, you know that I need you. Ahora dame tu vibra. Underneath the street lights glowing, we could find our own sweet rhythm. Every moment ever flowing, lost in music, lost within them. Baila y mueve la cintura, que la noche no se apura. Si te vienes con mi canto, yo te enseño otra aventura. Baila y mueve la cintura, baila y noche no se apura, no se apura. Si con mi canto yo te enseño otra aventura. Hey girl, you know that I want ya. Hey girl, you know that I need ya. Ahora dame tu vibra. Esa chica está bonita, con su paso y su actitud. Si me mira, si me invita, me quedo en esa latitud. Baila conmigo, mi linda, quédate un rato más aquí, que contigo la rutina suena mejor, suena así. Hey girl, you know that I want ya. Hey girl, you know that I need ya. Ahora dame tu vibra. Hey girl, you know that I want ya. You know that I need ya. Hey girl, you know that I need ya. Ahora dame tu vibra.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with the actor, we can say actor, mainly director, writer, producer, author, Edward Amaral. E.J. Amaral is also another name he goes by. What's the J stand for?
James.
Oh, Edward James Amaral.
Edward James Amaral.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
I like
my
it.
wife's name. For me. She calls me EJ sometimes.
Oh,
how cute.
That's love.
How cute.
Would you ever do a rom-com? Do you have a rom-com?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Not your cup of tea?
Not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea?
Not my cup of tea.
You hate rom-coms?
I hate rom-coms.
Why?
I've never found one I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was one that I did like. It was an Indian rom-com called Neil and Nikki. When I was like 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
It was filmed, I think, in Vancouver.
Okay.
In Vancouver. It was about like this Indian couple or whatever that they weren't supposed to be together and somehow they fell in love or whatever. But it was very funny. It pulled at your heartstrings. It made you fucking cry and not like, this is like a 6-7-year-old me. My mom got me into a lot of like Indian movies when I was a kid. Hindu Indian movies.
Nice.
One of my other favorites is a movie called Doom.
Doom?
Doom. DHOOM. It's a Hindu Indian musical Bollywood like action film with great choreography, great musical numbers, and great acting cinematography. Cool. Bro, it's like Fast and the Furious, but with music and action scenes, and it's fucking.
And this
sick.
is also when you were also a kid.
And this was also when I'm a kid. I think that you can find Doom on Netflix. To be completely honest with you, if you ever get the opportunity, go check it out.
Send me the links.
Put subtitles.
Send me the names. I can just save them so I can hit them.
Do you like foreign films?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because the way that your mother inspired you to love films and she kind of probably got you into them as you grew up, my mother did the same. But my mother took me to Hollywood films. So I grew up on all the Hollywood films. Okay. I grew up watching and loving Hollywood cinema. You know,
and what's Hollywood cinema? If you don't mind being more particular, is that like a specific genre?
It is. It's not independent film. It's not foreign film, which is back in the day it was independent only because foreign films didn't have the large productions that Hollywood has or has and still has. You know, they're not make. You know, back then. You know, so if you go back all the way to the 60s and 70s. You know, Hollywood's productions, of course, with inflation, you know, have increased in the cost value of the films. So, for example, a film might have been like, you know, back in the 70s, it might have costed, like, a big budget film was like $30 million. It was a massive budget, right? That would be like equivalent to today being $300 million, okay? And then, like, today, like, a small budget film in Hollywood is like $30 million. That's like low top, like lowest budget you go is $30 million in a Hollywood film. Yeah, super low. So it's like they give you $30 million on a Hollywood budget. Like basically, if you go to LA and they're going to produce it, and they might even like in today's day and age, in 2026, they may even have a big budget, but they're not going to shoot it all here. They're going to still shoot it overseas where they got cheap, where it's less money. They're going to get cost advantages. They're going to get tax incentives. You know, to shoot it and make the biggest profit possible, okay? But back in the day, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even in the 90s, they were shooting everything in LA.
Yeah.
Everything was being shot in, and those, you know, and
it was affordable back then.
Yeah. So when I say Hollywood film, I'm talking about, you know, Hollywood produced by Lionsgate, produced by Hollywood production companies that are in Hollywood. They, you know, they're Hollywood actors, you know, with SAG actors that are SAG. Right, so independent films, they don't use SAG actors. Foreign films don't use SAG actors. Foreign films, independent films don't have massive budgets. They're not going to be $30 million at the least. In an independent film today versus 2016, you know, a good number for independent film in 2016 was like a low budget was $3 million.
Oh wow.
Okay, today a low budget $70,000 on the high end. Wow. Okay, a low budget independent film right now is $0. Okay, literally, you got to make a movie for $0 these days, and try to and do your best to, you know, no one ever works for free. We all work for each other and for ourselves, because we are a cohesive independent. The independent community is a cohesive unit, and we all work together to get to our goals. It's not called dreams because if you're taking action towards your dreams, they're no longer dreams; they're goals. And so, you know, talent like Damien.
Everybody's goal is to become Hollywood famous, right?
Not mine. I hate Hollywood.
No, why? I
can't stand it because I just don't like their politics that they interject in their films. I don't like the way they have agendas they push into the films. I don't like what they've done to the film industry over the last.
But aren't they the ones with the money?
They are, but they've interjected. But their money is fake money. It's their Hollywood money is corrupt money. It's all illegal money. It's all coming from. It's all like money laundering. It's money laundering coming from like illegal activity. Almost 90% of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow. And so it's a very
but that's
dark.
Still, well, regardless, that's still
a dark
money.
place to be, and there's very few actors that actually speak up that shit.
Yeah.
You got Mel Gibson that's very open about it. You got
Harvey Weinstein situation speaks for itself.
Yeah, exactly. There's very few actors.
Epstein Island.
Yeah.
Diddy situation.
It's evil. It's a lot of evil shit down there. So like, you know, there's very few actors. I'm not going to go into the names, but anyhow, like, you know, the budgets. You know, like, you know, everyone works. Going back to the community of independent talent, right? We don't work for free. We work for each other and ourselves. We're a community that, in order to get to our goals, we need to work together. So you got talent like Damien coming on board. It's a win-win situation. He gets to perform and do his best work, while I get to perform and do my best work, and to cohesively make a movie with people, individuals like Damien and myself. Right, and then we get to reap the rewards in terms of, okay, now we've got a better portfolio that we can present to get our next gig. Is going to be even better. Our goal is to keep on stepping up and keep doing better. Like my next goal, I don't want to do any more short films. My next goal is to do a full-length feature film.
Okay.
Right.
But would you be okay with going to like Bollywood or India to go and shoot this thing?
Well, I mean,
because if you don't want to go Hollywood to be.
Well, Hollywood, again, is using Hollywood production companies and Hollywood money. That's Hollywood, right? And Hollywood actors, Hollywood SAG actors.
Mm-hmm.
I may hire some SAG actors out of LA, but they may not be like big name Hollywood names. Yeah. But if they're SAG and they don't want to risk their SAG, because you can risk like your SAG. I don't want to call it your
SAG membership.
Yeah. You can risk it if you end up if you go and do another movie and you don't use the SAG rules. You risk being kicked out.
Oh, okay.
Or charged fines and shit like that. So it can be risky for SAG actors to do something small and not stick to the SAG rules. And the SAG rules can be very expensive. They might require you to have trailers for all of your people. That's expensive. If you're on a $30,000 budget, $20,000 budget, how are you not going to be able to afford to have a trailer for everybody?
Okay.
Yeah. Or you're forced to have this much amount of what's the word for the or even working for children, working with young kids, it's even harder because they have to go to school. There's certain they have to stop and study. There's all kinds of things that are written in the contract for SAG kids actors. If I'm going to do Little Popius, that's going to be very difficult to shoot on a SAG actor.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that. No, I'm getting back to. I don't want to get out of what we're talking about because I grew up watching Hollywood genre films. I was watching theater films, Hollywood films. Growing up, King Kong in 1982, or even before that, I think it was 82. All the Star Wars films, all of the popular films in the 80s, all the way through the 90s. My mother would take me to the movies. She'd take me to the movies. She took me to go see.
Alex is in the Wild Wild West right now.
I'm a big Western fan. So
You're a big Western fan.
Yeah, love Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood's awesome.
Okay.
One of my favorite directors and actors.
Okay.
But the one person that I would step aside for to direct without any money at all, in other words, I wouldn't even need to be part of the film, would be Clint Eastwood to direct this.
Really?
Sailor, yeah. I would step aside completely. I'd be here you go.
What about Quentin Tarantino? No.
No.
You didn't like Tarantino film?
I like Tarantino, but he's not one of my favorite directors. He's a talented director that I will always see his movies. I will go see all the movies, and I have seen all his movies. But he does my style of film. It's my cup of tea. It's what I like to do. When I saw my first Tarantino film, I said, that's the kind of movie I want. That's my style. I love over-the-top violence. I love over-the-top dramatization. I love just throwing people off kilter and making them uncomfortable. I love doing all that shit in my films. And so I can relate to Tarantino in his style, and I like it because it's my style. But my favorite director of all time, and inspires me, and the one that made me want to direct from the Hollywood director is James Cameron. James Cameron is my man. He's the one that made me feel something more in a way that I've never felt watching films. That made me want to go. Okay, I want to make movies. I want to have a reaction from the audience the way that James Cameron makes me feel when I watch his films. Yeah. And the way he directs is
So would you still let James Cameron direct The One Night Sailor?
No, because it's not his cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't be his thing. But Clint Eastwood would be able to do it. Yeah.
That's your guy.
Yeah, he would do it.
For this, that's your guy.
That's my guy. He's the only one I'd step aside for to do this.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Edward, what are some advice you have for aspiring authors and directors in the industry?
Aspiring authors. Well, just start writing. I know it sounds cliche, but if you have an idea, like, ideas really aren't. I first want to say this: like, there's a lot of people that write that aren't in film, they're not authors, they've never written anything, they've never done anything, and they're like, I got an idea for a movie, and they think that that's got value somehow. Like ideas have zero value. There's zero value in ideas unless you've actually taken an idea and turned it into like a treatment. Mm-hmm. And then that treatment has to then become a story. Mm-hmm. And then that story has to then like have like everything in it in terms of screenplay. It has to have like, you know, first act, second act, third act, inciting incident, like all the big reveals and everything that needs to be in there to make it good, right? It has to have like all these things in there. And then for a novel it's different. There's no rules in writing a novel, right? But an idea isn't enough. You need to write treatment. Treatment needs to become a story. The story has to have plot. The plot has to be good. The story has to be good. You have to have characters. You have to have rise and fall storylines. You have to have, you know, the story arcs. You have to have the character arcs. All this shit needs to be in there, and like your idea ain't shit until it becomes something. And once it becomes a script or a treatment or a story, only then does it have possible value. At that point, still, it's the only potential value. And the only time it has value until someone offers you money for it.
Yeah. That's it.
So otherwise, there's no value at all until you actually offer. You know, my book has value because people are buying it.
Okay.
Now it's got value. I've had an offer on my screenplay.
Yeah.
And that's value. I know it has value. They wanted to buy it.
Okay. I was gonna say, the best advice you give to people is just go out there and write it.
Just go out there and start writing.
Pen to paper.
Just start writing and make it better, and never stop making it better. Wake up, go to bed thinking about it. Wake up thinking about it.
Yeah.
Be obsessed. That's the only way, is to be obsessed.
Okay.
Just be obsessed.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Edward Amaral, director, writer, producer, author, actor. He said he does a little thing, but he's acting.
In the future, I'm going to act. I haven't done anything yet. In the future, I can see myself acting.
That's a lie. You were in your own film, The Darth Prayer, so you are an actor, sir, officially on the screen. Film that you made.
You're
Put
right.
yourself in it.
You're right.
You're an actor.
Yeah.
You're an actor.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, you're right.
Like I said, actor, director, writer, producer, author. He's in this industry because he wants to make it, baby. Edward Amaral, and he's going to make it. I believe in you, bud.
Thank you.
Guys, always remember desire is power. If you desire to be great, you have the power to be great. Also remember love is power, so please give out love, not hate. Thank you for watching the latest episode of the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite pod mob stars. Alex, what did I forget?
Now, fellow town folk, go check out our website where you can get Sonic Waves Saturdays, SMP Sundays as well. Check out our other channels. And one from the End Zone, Double A Studios, Shady Mob Productions, J-Man Jack, Smacks TV, and many more to come. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, fine ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for more. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
You're watching the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite pod mob stars.
Alright guys, please click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Microphone check. Shady Mob in the zone, King N.P.V. Alex sitting on the throne, dropping gems on the mic, entertainment dissected, movies, TV, culture, fully connected. From the silver screen to the block, we decode the plots. Every twist, every turn, we connect the dots. Pot airs with the bounce, flow rugged and raw. Tune in, turn it up, let the knowledge withdraw. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits. Popcorn kernels popping, Hollywood exposed. From the indie hits to the billion-dollar shows. Angela with the deep cuts, King bring the vibe. We dissect the script, watch the secrets collide. Flick sharper than the blade, TV sharper than the wit. Spin the reel, press play. We never quit, Shady Mob in your ear. We keep the pace from the shadows. We rise, entertainment we embrace. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom